TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just welcome to the party. Welcome to Winternomics. Welcome. 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 Wel Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics.
Just blazing out here in the Dune Sea. What's good, y'all? What the fuck day of the week is this? I don't even know. It's actually Friday. Holy shit. The week's done. Who fucking knew? Wow, a lot of morning bits. You guys must have killed something. Shit. That lets me know when I'm not getting bits. Y'all ain't killing something. So you gotta make sure we keep our energy like we got in Telegram. Peace outside with Winter Trader, Tonic, Karosh, Jans. Thanks for keeping us on the right side for sure. Larry, Perky, and Z-Raw, Kenichi, damn. Gabriel, Abra. Appreciate everybody who threw some bits this morning. Well, that's definitely a different vibe check for Friday. Oh, right. There's audio problems. Always something. Okay. Audio should be a lot better now. Just saying shout out to everybody to some morning bits. Appreciate everybody that threw some. Looks like everybody had a much better time in the markets than recent because I haven't seen a morning bits greet like that in a while. So I guess that tells me a lot about like what's been going on and not going on, right? Gotta say, right, it's night and day when we move the chat room over here, right? Now you guys have conversations that look a lot more like Trading Lounge, Nebula, like where your brain's going. And this is one of the things I try to tell you guys that, like, you know, your habits in other places translate to other systems, you know? So you guys have these really robust conversations now, or lots of critical thought, and all of a sudden your attention to detail in your own planning is way, way, way better. And you don't realize that that's having a direct effect. But your attention to detail everywhere else also gets way, way better. You know, you've heard things like Warren Buffett say, like, you know, try to read a book every day or week. I forget how fast he reads them, but he reads like a book all the time. And doing that isn't just like, you know, like I'm just sucking information. It's like your quality of attention. An engaging conversation has a similar effect. You know, when you have the genuine curiosity and you're paying attention to learn more, it brings your attention levels up to naturally higher levels that, like a workout, go with you after that conversation to whatever else you touch. Conversations with your friends, family, colleagues, your own planning, all of that is enhanced by like this, you know, by working out this mental muscle that most people don't realize is something that plays directly into your ability to make, you know, valuable decisions with conviction that no one else makes. But your attention to detail is directly related to how much information you have before you make a choice. So by raising your attention to detail before you do anything, you have an instant advantage that most people don't know is something you even have to prepare for. So it's something that in Discord we're trying to tell you guys, like, you know, don't let the place like be dead. Ask questions about the show. It directly translates into the your executions everywhere else, because thought precedes action. So we're trying to change the habits that leads to the thoughts that most sheep have, that put them in a place to make the same kinds of choices because they're missing the same kind of, you know, levels of information. And the person who is paying more attention in that system will, you know, arbitrage perceptions. Gabriel said, after dude, after Telegram last night, I couldn't sleep. My mind kept on going like Nebula times, right? And like the Nebula times, right, is where the most rapid growth happens for people, right? And it is a part of like the formula in Nebula that there's a certain level of energy and engagement that precedes the ability to fucking take in information at the levels that give you epiphanies that you can make meaningful changes to something as like rigid as behavior, right? You've learned to be you across decades of time. Being introduced to like a completely new line of thought because we recognize that the shape of the graph is directly related to our beliefs is something most people don't know to do, and rewiring belief is fucking difficult. So they go after your fucking kids with this alphabet movement or religion, right? Because that's where you can rewrite somebody's behavior. Once they're old, it's too late. So you're fighting something, as adults that is like part of your hardwiring, to act differently amongst the herd. And that leads us to our theme, right? Boy, that was a monologue. Try to let go of herd mentality. After all, variety is the spice of life. Try some new shit out that motherfuckers didn't tell you to try out. Like, be willing to go where no one else goes. That's what we do on the station, right? You guys like it? Do you see me? I'm way back there this time. Way back there. I can't. Oh, that's right. Twitter doesn't let you zoom in as much as I can actually zoom in. But yeah, I'm on top of the mountain. What the fuck is that? Okay. What do you guys think of this one? The Dune Sea. You get it? Out there in the Dune Sea. So, never tried like a nightscape desert thing before, but I thought this was pretty cool. When some like, blue aurora vibes, me and the color blue and fuchsia. Gotta get them in there somewhere. Guys dig it? It was pretty simple. Took longer than you think though. Took over 2.5 hours to make it look like that and, give it its textures and its look and feel. That's not a bad fucking like theme write-up for a guy who's literally never seen the movie Dune. I've never seen it. I have no idea. I just know it's about something called spice and all kinds of like craziness in the desert. Yeah, he goes across all the mountains, all the dunes. Guys, you notice that? I saw somebody said they saw the footsteps, so I don't think they saw the dude. But yeah. Just fucking, schlepping his way through the desert. They call him Schleppy. All right, what are we at? Skeleton Crew vibes today, 74. We had 90 the other day. Nobody liked what was in the last show. I thought last show was pretty good. What do you guys think of that forecast on fucking NVIDIA's earnings using BTC sentiment from 2017? I saw a few of you catch the pop on the earnings and the exit. I don't really advise any of you like doing gangster shit like fucking, playing into earnings unless you're like a pro and know what you're doing and stuff. But, pretty gangster read. And then after I gave you guys that read on the in-between day of the show, even on the day I'm supposed to be off, which is Thursday, I gave you an update on the gap caused by NVIDIA. And, we had an update on what we had here. We had a danger level. If you guys have been paying attention, right, and using market prep with the show, you have like everything you need, right? We gave you a danger target in the Qs back here on the 17th. Qs came down and hit that danger level and became a 2B. And we warned you that it could be exactly that, right? It could become a 2B on the danger level. So pay attention to that. That's a great recoil level. When you have a good 2B, recoil at a major level, it's a line in the sand that can become a great trigger. So we gave you guys that, and then it became that down here. And then in the update, we warned you about the VIX. Always keep your eye on this motherfucker. He poked his head through the uptrend angle since late July. That's been causing a lot of the de-risk that we see in the marketplace. And when this little rally that we got in tech, which went with the gap here caused by NVIDIA, if this became a 2B on the angle, which you see many times, right? Uptrend angles get violated a little bit, fool people, then recoil back and make a new high. We don't know this is going to make a new high, but the recoil risk, the 2B of the angle, is big danger on something like the VIX, right? That equals de-risk to the market. So gave you guys a warning to pay attention to that and to use Dick rules. You guys know Dick rules. You got to watch the shows, all right? You could use Dick rules on 370 3.04 opening because that's a great trigger level. You got the VIX 2B and you got a great trigger level. And if you guys got dick rolls, you have everything you need to make a really great plan, right? So I saw a lot of you guys execute that. Really good stuff. QQQs. Right? Dick rules equals no long plan triggered. Literally could have stayed clean out of the way of it. And for you guys who know the context and stuff like that, you should have been able to locate this guy right up here, right? For your first, whoops, under the opening, dick rules, first 1 minute, gas to the downside. It's pretty much the easiest 2 days up and down you're gonna have in the market between this wave up and this wave down. Like this was a great chance to practice a lot of your fucking this wave logic mechanics really, and something that ran like a fucking simulator because this shit was crazy yesterday, right? I never make the up one fuchsia. So now we are gapping a little bit up on the base of this box range, which is a range we pay attention to for this structure to form and leave to go up here to this trigger. So kind of going from range to range, right? We didn't survive in here. Thought there was a chance we could get a bull flag in here. Didn't do it. We want to see this if we're going to play for continuation out. So that plan's off for now since we didn't get a structure. It could come back and do a structure here later. You know, that's always possible. What the heck is that? We'll wait to see if, like, you know, anything like this ever shows up again. But till then, right, price has memory. He gets here, he can do this again. For now, we just watch what he's going to do next, right? But yeah, that's complete intel, motherfuckers. So, talk about fucking, like, surgical maneuvering a station now, right? But we don't really want to be that granular level of crackhead shit, though, all the time. That's kind of, like, crazy. So I'd like to give you guys broader stuff you can make plans around. But, boy, that NVIDIA the gap and recoil thing was pretty fucking epic. I think it was, like, an intraday, what, like 500-point reversal on the NAS futures? That was pretty bonkers. Does it look like I'm in the Dune Sea? I thought this filter was pretty good for making me look like I was in the exact fucking, in the picture. 88, the creep is real. We are going to get off before the fucking open, so, whatchamacallit? Macro things, right? No, wait. Did you guys give me a scorecard? It's about overdue for one of those, aren't we? Somebody should have something. Like, Jesus Christ, write me something. Let me see. Reload. All right. I do have scorecards. War stories. You know what I mean. Kiki, what's going on? Let's see. 2 days ago. Okay, I didn't read this one already, right? As my hit rate entries has improved, I have continuously better data to fine tune my trading management. I feel like, how does it say 2 days ago? I did read this one, right? Yeah, I did read this one. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta remember to do that. This is Tonic, 24 minutes ago. Damn, son, you snuck it in on me. All right, hi Eco. I wanted to share my recent experience. I love seeing the evolution of the Eco moving over to Telegram. The increased level of engagement and flow of conversation really helped me to understand concepts at a more nuanced level and reignite my excitement in learning new things and having deep conversations with everyone. One area of frustration for me these past 10 days post Telegram move is that I feel a lot better off the charts. Wait, is it one area of frustration for me these past 10 days post Telegram move is that I feel a lot better off the charts. Love engaging with people in Eco, learning new things, exercising, etc., but I hadn't translated to win on the chart for me. I had a good few trading days, then gave it back the next day. I also had a few situations where I would get stopped out on the tick and price would reverse and go to the target. All in all, it was frustrating as hell because it felt like I was treading water. I have no idea what came over me, but this was the first time I started to have real doubt creep in. I started to wonder whether I had what it takes to be a trader, whether I should consider taking an easier, more comfortable path. I also started to feel burned out due to not sleeping well, but I pressed on, and that's when I managed to pull 17 Rs over the last 2 days. I also found that I was able to flip and switch after a big win, which is really rare for me. In the past, if I had one trade going long, I would often end up with a long bias, sometimes holding a big trade back to break even and stop out. However, in this case, I felt really in sync with the market, utilizing the intel from the eco and being able to switch directions seamlessly. As Kaz often says, it really is the darkest before dawn. Everything seems so uncertain, and that's exactly when I started to rotate my bull flag. Thank you, Kaz, for everything that you do, providing us with the best intel on the planet, whether you are feeling like shit or not on your day off. It's all good. Your work ethic is truly inspiring. Also wanted to thank everyone who participated in the Telegram channel over the last 10 days. I generally think my ability to process information has step changed since moving over, and that has helped me capitalize on these plays. What's this? Oh, it's the same thing. What the fuck is that? I don't want that shit. 3%, 5, close remaining 10 hours. Very dope. Nice exit. Turned around and shorted that bitch pretty quick. That's pretty fucking fire. Very cool. And close remaining. Yeah, that's clean, huh? It's as good as you can get on the NAS. Right. These are some great days to practice. So also remember, you're on a good hot streak too, right? So always manage, your mind state. Like after your biggest wins, if there's a series of wins, right, can come your biggest losses. So, keep doing exactly what you did here and be as mechanical as you are. Very good shit. I think it's a great reflection. Yeah, it is always darkest before dawn. Didn't we just have a show about that? See, are you in sync with the last show? Let's see. I think my last one matches that, right? I thought I had one that matched that. Maybe it's a couple ago. Yeah, it's a couple ago. Okay. Hey, did you guys see this? This timeline is definitely not the timeline I was born in. I'm telling you guys right now. First tweet since getting his account back. You gotta love this guy. He is a character. There's a going conversation in Telegram that he might have rehearsed this mugshot. I think you're probably right. This guy's a narcissist on some crazy levels. But how funny is this motherfucker? He hadn't tweeted since this whole shit back here in 2021. Talk about making a fucking a re-entrance, right? 1 million likes. How many impressions do you get? 125 million fucking views on that. That's pretty fucking crazy. Our president. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't have any other further comments about that one. Shit's crazy, I gotta say. The shit is crazy. So what are we at? 9:16. Wow, time is short. All right, I'm gonna do a macro, and if I can get symbols, I'm gonna get them in, and I'm gonna get you guys out. So spy things. So what are we watching today with the stitch, the dump move? So if you guys had been tracking this down angle we had on our getting larger bull flag structure, right down to Stevie D's range in Goku, we basically careened right off of that thing. Good word, right? Careen. And fucking bounced back through that range. We're gapping back up inside here. So today, that's what you're watching, right? This is a good range to just pay attention to how things leave, right? It's definitely good for fucking exits in either direction. So we want to watch on this opening, if we get a structure in here, what he decides to do, if he goes back that way, or if we get a downside exit that way. That's kind of like, be patient and let him figure itself out in here. This is chop shop in here. So just be careful unless you know what you're doing. That's going to open with the Qs in the same fucking place. So the Qs are in their own respective congested area. So both of these are probably, going to give you at least a correlated exits or something that can give you confirmation that, which side of the range these guys are going to get out of. So I think while these guys gap, also be aware it's Friday. And when you've had like the kind of insane day volatility that we've had, where you had like obviously really easy wave trading, like you could trade, any idiot could have traded up and down the last two sessions. So now the expectations of more movement like that are higher for people who've like, wow, I wish I was in that session. So now a choppy session has got a higher possibility, right? So this could even just fuck off the whole session for Friday and then do the move on Monday after it kills the people who want a piece of what just happened. So that's not like an absolute thing, but it's like high volatility begets low volatility kind of things. That's one of the reasons, right? The people who miss the excitement are excited in the time correction. So just be aware of that possibility. Still watching him on this angle, right? It looks like he's still attempting to rotate that away. So, watch for how this gap open happens. We got 10, 15 minutes here. VIX things. Oh, let me check the diamonds real quick. Diamonds look like shit. But anyways, just readjust your angle here since he made a new low, put him out like that. That's what you're watching on him to track with the other guys. Also at an interesting level on the opening, gapping off of it. So all of them worth paying attention to. I've got a little microscopic range on him too that's worth seeing if he does this or if he comes out the downside and tracks the angle further to the next level down. You should be purple. I gotta be quicker. 918 shit. VIX. No, fuck. All right, so this was the 2B of the angle we were worried about. This led to the D-risk yesterday. And so we're back up here at this yellow line is the long-term rising angle of the VIX since 2018 that we're concerned about. If price keeps track with this and rotates the big down angle since COVID, that would be likely, the beginning of something much more sinister. So watching him on the low resolutions right now, right, we don't want to see him rotate that. I'm going to leave this purple because that's bearish to the market. If he rotates this and turns up off this angle and sustains this trend, we're going to de-risk further. DXY, still trending upwards. Like we said, this was the one thing that was hinting there's something still wrong, that he's not really getting done doing his thing. And we're watching the USD to kind of get a better gauge on timing this guy if he's going to rotate. I think this guy gives us a better idea. If he ends up at this angle, the DXY is probably at a better inflection point if we make it all the way to this next rotationary angle. GBP USD also. Kind of still chilling by the trigger, so worth keeping an eye on this level if we regain it on the pound. I would put an alert on that, just keep track of him. Crypto things. Not doing much since. Crypto, we told you could possibly sustain in this volume area and bounce out of it. We had like a bounce out of the low or part of it, back up a little bit after Wednesday, but not really exited it. I'm watching the guy I think is a good, not necessarily the guy to take, but the guy that's a good barometer of risk-seeking behavior is LTC. And if he can stabilize here and some of your stronger guys can rotate from these areas that they're sitting in, that's a possible path that we projected last show. BTC looks like shit, and he looks like more willing to rotate himself. More willing to rotate himself back to this angle, kind of like what we're looking at in the euro, and he's like just not as far along the rotation. This would be a pretty sizable drop. It could also be that BTC dominance staying weak is got him underperforming, and he could be a 2B on the angle. But for right now, I think ETH's a little stronger. He's also rotated the same kind of angle. And if he breaks this volume zone, that would be a very bad sign for the bulk of crypto. That would translate into USD.T, flagging up here, sitting above this trigger. This is a de-risk trigger that above the TrollX fucking emotion level of the summer in July. If we bar up from here and do this projection that we have, right, this guy, that's going to be de-risk central to crypto and likely going to coincide with the VIX move de-risking, broader markets also. This would probably be like broad-based de-risking. So definitely keep your eyes on this if we flag and do this trigger to 30 nigga E next level. And remember, you're already above a bear trigger for USD.T. All right. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. All right, that's it. What do I got? 921. I could do like 3 symbols. Do you guys get all that? Oh, Jay Powell's today. Is he running his mouth today? When you look at Forex Factory, what's he saying? What's he doing? He's at 10:05 behind University of Michigan something, right? I think. Yeah. Right? Like, what a motherfucker. Like, we don't have enough problems with that number in the open market. You got to have him say God knows what for however the fuck knows long, And then you got Jackson Hole Symposium. Don't know when anything's supposed to really come out of there, but, that's definitely having an effect on the bond market. No one cares who Harker is. ECB Lagarde. No one really cares what this bitch says, but, she is the head of the she's the Jay Powell of Europe. I guess it's just gonna come out more capital controls for your citizens and what you can spend your own fucking money on. But, you know, worth hearing what both of them said. They're going to speak today while the Jackson Hole Symposium is going on. It's probably worth noting what your central bankers are going to talk about. All right, symbols. Quick. I need symbols. Shit is real up in these streets. What just happened to the show? Oh my God. Hiptopia, formerly NFT Worlds. This motherfucker keeps asking this shit. Is this some micro cap fucking nonsense? I don't think I have time to get that guy in here. Let me see if we can find it. Hiptopia. You've asked it twice. Okay, where can I get this fucking chart at? You said it was Worlds? Do they still call it Worlds? Topia Worlds? Is it this one? These are the guys that like did something on Minecraft and Microsoft said no and kind of killed them for a while, right? It's the same guys, right? Well, it's pumped 20%. Like when you asked it last time, you knew something I didn't know, but trying to get, let me see. I mean, in the bear market and NFTs, he's definitely doing something other people aren't doing, right? Top of his range there, and just pull this guy over. Damn it. So you ideally want him on top of that. I know he's over 2. What's he at right now? 1.5. So you want him outside of that range that he's got there, which he is outside of. And give me a chart that is the slowest possible thing I could ever be doing. So, I mean, this thing's thin as shit. Like, putting something on the show, you guys could destroy it if you fucking go crazy on it. But if he could sit on top of this, that's ideally what you'd want with him, right? To stabilize up on top of here. To continue up through the range I just showed you, right? Off of like about 1.4. So far he looks pretty bullish that he's even raising floors like that while the whole NFT market's going through the fucking grave is definitely noteworthy. There you go, motherfucker. Stop asking me weird ass charts. It's a 2.1, right? Yeah. So he's actually rotated that. Why did he give me such a weird fucking zoom in? Ah, Jesus Christ. Well, the second chart showed it. But yeah. So he just needs to sustain his breakout that he's doing above like 2 and flag and see if he can push again. They're taking Microsoft on head on. Interesting. One second. All right. I'm about to do charts. Let's see. Next one you asked for is, what is this? 0.00001. What the fuck? This thing? Did you ask me this already? I don't remember being that crazy ass sequence of numbers. Wow, it looks terrible. Shanghai Composite. Let's see what he looks like compared to the world. These all take so long. It's 9:27, bitches. I'm about to sign off here in a second. Well, he's definitely a weaker performing guy than most of the world assets that we see out there, right? Like we see like Nikkei and stuff like that. We know are best of breed. This is S&P 500. There's Germany, sitting just off the top of his highs. This guy is way off. So in a basket of world assets, he's just not best of breed. He's in the same corrective phase that we're all in right now. So, we're seeing if he gets strength rotating with them. But if you have a choice to play world indexes, he's definitely not looking like your best choice. All right, bitches. That's as many as I can get to. It's going to be 2. So, catch you guys on the next one. Can I squeeze ExxonMobil in here? Pay attention to ExxonMobil. Box range I gave you, if you could break out of it and stay on top of it, looking for a flag in this zone. So he hasn't pulled it off yet. He faked a break, so you're waiting to see if he gets out. All right, that's it, motherfuckers. I'm out of here. Catch y'all niggas on the flip. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome